Hey, I'm Pat B.
And I'm Adam Willis.
And you're listening to the Geek Down here on WEMF Radio.
Forward bionically.
Just let it bounce, y'all. Let it bounce the feeling. In the spirit. Enjoy Jules. Hold on. I gotta think about hold that. Oh, whoo! I can't be eating on the air, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another installment episode of the Geek Down here on WEMF. I am Pat B. On the side of me is my partner in rhyme. All right, my wingman supreme. You know him because he's ethnic. His name is Black Adam Willis.
Because he's ethnic. I like that. No, yeah, I do appreciate always doing the show with you, my friend, as always. And I always appreciate when you bring in treats. Of course, you got the cream soda and the fig Newtons.
I gotta look out for my peoples, man. Gotta make sure you all are well fed and represent.
Well, it's good that you bring in stuff not like something super chewy like you normally do, so we're not talking the show like a bunch of
free food. How you gonna complain about snacks? Okay.
So I'm like, so let me give you this review in a minute.
This stuff comes out of my pocket, man. Wow, that's cold. That's cold. Mike, how about you? Do you at least appreciate?
Yes, I appreciate it.
Says the guy that comes on the mic 2 times in the show. I appreciate it. Yeah.
All right. Well, we do have other voices in the house, as you heard. I'm looking over to the side of the man who keeps us sounding crisp and delicious every week. His name is DJ Mikey Mike.
Hello.
There he is.
What's happening, man? And also joining us today in the studio, the man who needs no introduction. So we'll move right on. All right. No, yo, my boy from way back in the day, the Thriller Priest himself, my brother JM, what's good?
Yeah. Very happy to be here today on giving y'all the Royal Rumble breakdown and analysis, making my monthly appearance on the show.
Yeah, man, because I didn't see any of this last night, so I'm pretty much I'm gearing to go and to hear what he has to say about it.
Solid. Looking forward to it. And also a man who's not just known around Boston, but around the country and getting known around the world. His very particular antics on stage and his own black vernacular is making waves everywhere. His name is Shaun Bedgood. Shaun, what's happening, man?
What's going on, man? Appreciate that intro, man.
Appreciate having you. Yo, this is your second appearance on the Geek Down, man. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Apparently, we didn't scare you off sufficiently last time.
Oh, nah. Thanks for having me back, man.
Don't appreciate his intros, so they'll go the whole show if you let him go. You know?
Oh yeah, nah. Trust me, the last show I ain't even talk. You forgot about me.
Damn, yo, what? No, don't say that.
So that's why you appreciate it.
Don't say that. We got a lot of positive reviews on that, yo. This dude, yeah, you were here for part of the what do you call it? Straight Outta Compton review.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
I had not watched it at that point. I wish I had. Man,
Nah, we got you some good information. Did you see it afterwards?
Yeah, I watched it.
What was the verdict there?
Good movie, man. I felt like it could have been 3.5 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You wanted more, right?
It was so much more that just wasn't included in the story. Like MC Ren wasn't involved at all.
MC Ren wasn't involved at all. I'm like, what the hell is MC Ren?
Yeah.
No, MC Ren.
D. Barnes was in it more than that.
Wow, he took it there. All right, well, we do have a fun-filled action-packed. Yeah, believe it or not, fun-filled. We have an action-packed show for you with news. We have interviews galore. Well, galore. We have Sean here who's going to give us the latest and greatest on a couple of shows. Not just one, but 2 this week.
Yep, 2 shows.
Yeah, this man's burning the candle at both ends.
We're keeping him, actually. That's somewhere to be.
Putting in that work.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll get a call from the founder of Zine Scope. He didn't hit me back, so we may have to gloss over that and try to get him back on a later show. If he's lucky.
Yeah, if he calls in, then you'll hear from him. If not, then we're just going to keep going right out of his radio.
Don't say I'll make it seem all small time and stuff.
Yeah, have a fig Newton in his honor. Yeah.
Oh, gee. Break bread and crumb and sprinkle some crack on him. All right, so let's jump into the news real quick because this broke out last week. Doctor Who showrunner Stephen Moffat is stepping down. Now, this is the dude who's been running the show, writing most of the episodes, producing all that stuff for the BBC's new Doctor Who series. He took over for Russell Davies back in 2010, and basically he's citing his reasons now as simply being burned out. And he says his timey-wimey has run out, which in that one statement, that one statement signifies why my beef with Moffat and why I think this is actually a good thing.
You have beef with Moffat?
I have beef with Moffat. I'll break it down in a second.
Only you would have beef with such a man.
Not even. Okay, hold on a second. Am I the only Doctor Who viewer in this room?
No, I think we've talked about this before, where, I mean, I am fascinated by it, but I don't know where to start because it's such a big thing, you know what I mean? And it's such an expansive universe. In this,
It started in 65, right? It starts like way back.
yeah, so I have no idea where to start. So I've always been kind of reluctant to jump in just because I don't know where the uninitiated begins.
Well,
Same
that's
here.
How, that's how a lot of people feel.
Yeah.
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 Sean, I'm looking at you.
Nah, I mean, I only watched like a couple of episodes. It just comes off as really goofy to me, brother.
Now, I'm glad you said those specific words because timey-wimey, okay, that's Moffat's doing. That's his MO. Before then, I came onto the show in season 9 where you had this show that was about this dude who would crack the wisecrack here and there, but besides that, he was like this serious soldier, had this leather jacket, and he seems like this fun guy, but everything he's doing is just handling business. And I'm just like, yo, this is kind of raw. That was the 9th Doctor played by Christopher Eccleston. Then, like, David Tennant took it over and really, like, brought this character out. He was more of a lighthearted, like, and he was likable. And I dug that. And that was all under this one dude, Russell Davies, who was the showrunner back then. Mm-hmm. And he just worked that balance perfectly, where every episode, you respect this dude. You see why he is the savior of his, well, kind of savior of his people. They all gone now. You can't be a savior of one with you. But, and then when Moffat took it over, every show was this goofy, bumbling dude. This was like going from George Lazenby, who was just kind of there, but you know what? If I have no other alternatives, this dude will do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Going to your Sean Connery.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And then going to Roger Moore, but like late movie Roger Moore.
Late Roger Moore, when you're like, that's just gross.
Yeah, you're
Stop
like,
sleeping
dude,
with these young women. That's
Grandpa, like, sit down, bro. It's not cool.
For real, why did I pay money for this ticket? You know, that's Moffat's doing. And anything you consider goofy, most likely was one of Moffat's innovations there. He brought all this weirdness to the show. And the thing is, it brought in a larger audience.
And more money.
And
more merch.
And more money and more merch. It's true. Personally, I don't think his stepping down is a bad thing. The cat who's taking it over is the showrunner for Broadchurch. Yeah,
Okay.
you know Broadchurch?
Yeah, I ain't watch it, but I know it. It keeps popping on my Netflix queue there. I should check it out. So I know of it.
Okay.
I got friends of mine who love the show.
All right. It's one of these new shows with a following, and I'm like, I understand why they're trying to keep it kind of in-house. It's still just BBC and stuff.
Of course, I ain't gonna get out of it.
But Moffat is the primary reason for me why I stopped watching the show. So, I mean, I don't want to, like, knock the dude. He's actually done some decent episodes. Some of them were kind of tearjerkers, yo.
Yeah.
You know, I won't deny him any of that. I'll just say that compared to where the show was and where it, in my opinion, fell under him.
And they do tearjerker episodes, so it's kind of like when Fresh Prince and with the Dad episode.
Yeah, they'll do a the Doctor Who Christmas special. So we won't actually see any new episodes of Doctor Who. So if anyone's a fan like I was, sorry.
Yeah.
Because he's decided
to not.
Yeah, my last episode is going to be the Christmas episode. So this whole season they had planned, they're not doing. Which kind of sucks. They left us on an ill cliffhanger. We just lost a longtime companion. This dude's wife been like this whole mystery storyline that they've finally started. Now it's just like psych. So Stephen Moffat's leaving Doctor Who, and Chris Chibnall is taking over. So if you're a Doctor Who fan, keep an eye out for that. On the line right now. Oh, hey, can you hear me? So for the good people listening, who are we talking to?
This is Joe Bruscia, president at Zenoscope Entertainment.
That is correct. And you are not only the president of Zenoscope Entertainment, you're also an author.
Correct. Me and my partner, Ralph Tedesco, founded the company a little over 10 years ago, and we've been writing a good portion of the comics ever since. And we continue to write now, not as much as we used to, but at least a couple titles a year.
Oh, damn. Okay, you don't have to sound no banal about it. It's like, okay, this is cool stuff. Like, yeah, you know, we do this thing. It's kind of, yeah, like, there's some other guy involved, too. You know, it's like, wow. No, glad to talk to you today, Josh. How you doing?
Good, very good. I'm out in Philadelphia, though, so we just got killed by this snowstorm this weekend. But other than that, it's been pretty good.
Oh, no, we're in Boston. We feel your pain here.
Oh, yeah. So you guys got it. I don't know how much you got. We got about 2 feet. So
rub it in. We got one. What are you trying to do? One up us?
Well, you guys had it bad last year, so we never had it that bad. I don't think.
Why you gotta bring up bad memories? Okay, we don't. That is that which shall not be named. That's like the meteorological equivalent of what's the name? The guy with the no nose.
Skeletor.
Well, yeah, no, true. Skeletor had no nose. All right. Well, anyway.
Snape. No, what's his name? Is it Snape?
No, it's not. Okay, so you don't know. Okay, thank you. Vindication. Thank you very much. There's like 100 people listening. Nah, no worries. There's 1,000 people listening right now just shouting at their computers like, what's wrong with you? You call yourself geeks?
Voldemort.
That's the hoser. No, there's a reason he shall not be named. No one can remember the damn thing. So for any of our listeners who are unfamiliar, you want to give us the lowdown on Zenoscope?
Sure. So, like I said, we've been in business about 10 years, publishing comics. We do, our best known title is probably Grim Fairy Tales, which is what we started with. And we started out just kind of reimagining fairy tales, giving them a Twilight Zone, Tales from the Crypt kind of twist. Mm-hmm. And it evolved from there until we created kind of our own Grim universe. And similar to some of the stuff you see on TV now, we kind of taken the characters and given them different personalities and elevated them and just kind of built on that over the last 10 years. And then we do some other stuff, mostly horror, fantasy, sci-fi. We stay away from the superhero stuff because Marvel and DC have that pretty much cornered. But yeah, that's what we're into, mostly fantasy, horror, sci-fi kind of comics.
Well, I don't know if you want to stray away from the superhero stuff. That's worked out so well for others. Prime, Hard Case. These are failed labels.
I guess we were just kind of intimidated when we first started by Spider-Man, and now that you see other people do it, I guess. We might dabble in a little bit this year. We're thinking about it.
Okay, that's cool. Now, how deep does the horror go? Are we talking like in-depth EC Comics level territory?
I think it is, yeah. If you've seen our new Grim Tales of Terror series, well, it's been out for more than a year now. We're in our second volume. It's kind of pays homage to those type of EC comics. It's very dark. Again, much like Tales from the Crypt, Tales from the Dark Side, those kind of one-off stories. And it's been very well received, very popular. Like I said, we went through our first 13 issues. And then we started the second season, which is on issue 3 right now. So planning on doing another 13, and we'll keep rolling them out as long as people keep reading them.
Now, okay, I'm afraid to say I can't hang. I tried to check it out. I tried to check it out earlier, but I went myself at episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark? So it's like.
Well, I think we achieved our success then, but you should keep trying to read. It's okay to be scared. It's all right if you have that reaction once in a while.
All right, I do love a good jump scare. Adam's the real horror fan in the house, though.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, sure, yeah. We had
Dude, I can't hang either. What do you mean?
Tony Moran on the show. Do you know what Tony Moran is, Josh?
What's the name of it?
Tony Moran. He was the actor who played Michael Myers.
Yeah.
We had this dude on the show. Adam damn near like wet himself. His erection was hitting the table.
Yeah.
And now suddenly, no, I'm not a fan of horror.
Well, it happened that way until he started swearing at us and calling us all these sort of names on our own show. And that kind of shifted things from that point.
Okay. Yeah, no, he had a lot of fun.
He did, yeah.
All right, okay, but you guys don't just do like the Grimm's line. Tell me. Oh, actually, no. One more question about the Grimm line. Is any of the inspiration taken from the original Grimm's fairy tales? I know those were just these horrid, like nightmarish stories.
Yeah, when we started doing research and looking for something we could do as a title, we went back and read a lot of those original fairy tales, and they really were. They were a lot more horrible and scary than kind of the stuff we grew up on. And I think it's Cinderella. They carve the stepsister's feet to make them fit into the glass slipper and things like that. So. We definitely have gone back a little bit. We've had our own spin, but we tried to make them a little bit more close to the originals and more frightening than morality tales.
Wait, so I'm not going to see like the bestiality and then Little Red Riding Hood have to eat/drink her grandmother?
I don't think we went that bad, but I don't think we have any bestiality either. We'll think about it, but no.
We'll consider it for an episode.
Yeah,
I mean, niche audience for that.
Well, you got to maintain that T rating somehow.
So we really did take inspiration from that.
No, that's cool. And I mean, I throw out the questions because I have to, but I really am a fan of this stuff. And dude, tell me about the steampunk project, please.
That came about. We've had a lot of different covers for each issue, and a couple of our artists kind of did steampunk variations, especially Jamie Tyndall. He does some really cool covers, and I guess we were just brainstorming, and steampunk is kind of big right now. It's cool. Our character, Lisa Van Helsing, who's a descendant of the Abraham Van Helsing. She's a vampire hunter. She's always had steampunk elements, and we really like that. So as we were brainstorming, we just thought it would be really cool to do kind of an alternate reality with all the fairy tale characters having steampunk elements. So it's just a fun 2-issue series. The first issue actually just coming out this week. And it's fun. You get to change the characters around. Some of the characters that are good in our regular universe are bad. In this one, some of the villains are now heroes. And it's got all those cool steampunk visuals and elements. And it was a lot of fun.
So it's more stylized than you normally find in your standard horror fare. I never really got into horror comics because the artwork always focused on being dark.
Yeah, and I think it's not really horror. I would say it's more kind of Western, has more of a Western feel to it. Definitely more kind of traditional Western with steampunk elements. There's not a lot of horror angles to it, but we did. It was really cool. If you see some of the Jamie Tyndall covers, it's exactly what we were talking about. A lot of attention to detail, a lot of little steampunk elements, and we just wanted to tell a cool, fun story with that is set in a steampunk type universe. So I think we pulled it off.
Okay, so more along the lines of like Joe R. Lansdale type stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's some of the most badass writing I've ever come across. So while we got you, shout out some titles that you want the listeners to check out, man.
So another one that we have coming out that is a little bit more horror-centered is Hellchild, which is, again, going back to our Van Helsing series, if anybody's been reading that, one of the main characters in that is Hades, who is Van Helsing's boyfriend, and he is the god of the underworld. His daughter, if you're reading it, she mysteriously died several years ago, and Hellchild is bringing her back to life. I don't want to give too much away about it, but she's coming back, but she's not the same goddess, and she's kind of here to raise hell on earth. So it should be a pretty cool, more horror, fantasy, sci-fi type title. And the issue number 1 hit the stands in March, so it's something to look forward to. It's another, we do a lot of strong female characters and that are badass and just don't take crap from anybody, and she fits right into that role.
All right, well, oh, excuse me. Sorry, we were drinking before the show. I shouldn't say this thing. No. Okay, so give our listeners the inside info on where they can actually go.
So, Zenescope.com. You can get anything there. All of our titles are up for sale there, and reviews and things like that, plus press releases. And then pretty much every comic store carries our stuff. You can get some of it in Barnes & Noble, some of the bigger bookstores, mostly graphic novels there. But, online at Zenescope.com and in any comic shops. One other title, too, quick, if I can jump in and tell you about, because I'm really excited about it. And if you guys are into horror, Satan's Hollow is coming out also in March. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with this Satan's Hollow urban legend, which is a city in Ohio called Blue Ash. And I guess they have these really creepy drainage tunnels under the city. And there's an urban legend that a satanic cult opened a portal to hell there. And it's guarded by this mysterious evil creature called the Shadow Man. So it's a real urban legend. I was surprised I hadn't heard of it before. It was a little too big to deal as a standalone issue, so I just kind of started working on it as a mini series, and it fell together really quickly. So that'll also be out in March. It's like I said, I'm writing it, so I'm really excited about it. Definitely check it out.
Cool. I like how urban legends fall by the wayside when you find out about a new one. It's like, seriously.
Sure.
The Fireman, Jersey Devil, these fall to the back burner. You learn about them. It's like, dude, that's freaking weird.
It's weird. I want to believe you.
Yeah, so Shadow Man.
Yeah, that's...
So I won't keep you. I realize you are like trapped at the bottom of a snowbank.
I got out yesterday, luckily.
Ah, perfect.
There you
all
the waste.
Nice. As long as you don't go the way of the Revenant, you're good.
Grizzly!
Cool.
Grizzly!
Thanks for joining us on the Geek Down, man. You have a good night.
Hey, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
All right, take it easy.
No, it is funny. I've been doing that Grizzly voice that DiCaprio does in The Revenant since then. It was like, what the hell's wrong with him? Like, Grizzly! Grizzly! Like holding my throat like, Grizzly!
That's not a happy thing to jump into. Sick man. All right, that was Josh from Zenescope. Apparently I've been pronouncing it wrong. I've been saying Zenescope for like 2 weeks. It's Zenescope.
Dude, sometimes that happens. I met one of my favorite authors, and I realized after meeting him I was pronouncing his name wrong for like 6 years.
Well, it's Stephen King.
Yeah. Okay.
The man who actually is in the house today. His name is Shaun Bedgood. Welcome, bro. Dude, you got an upcoming show. I'm loving the advertising for this.
That was awesome.
Oh yeah.
I put it up on the ad for today's show. Got a lot of positive reviews. Cats are like, "What's this? Some kind of show?" It's like, yeah. Did you read the text? I just want to play Street Fighter, man.
Right.
It's like, damn, okay.
There's another black dude in Street Fighter. Let me play. I don't have to beat a random boxer who only has 2 moves.
Can't help but notice
They
that.
hurt a lot.
Yeah, put yourself over Ryu, brother. What's up with that? All right, I'm talking about the poster he has for your upcoming show, Blacknificent.
Yep, Blacknificent 3. Third, the first
Mr.
one.
T, that's dope.
Mr. T, on the joint.
But the poster you've got for it is actually the old stage select, character select screen from Street Fighter 2.
Street Fighter 2, yeah. Courtesy of, I believe my man Nick Chambers might have designed that. But yeah, man, it's the third show of the, I don't want to call it a series. It's not a series, but the third version of this show. And it's at the Oberon Theater, January 27th, this Wednesday, 8 o'clock. You get tickets at the door. And it just features some of the funniest young ethnic acts around Boston. It's like 4 of us total in Boston. It's we got like a couple of us that are local, and then there's 2 from out of town from New York that are on the show. We did it last year after the first storm.
Yeah.
Or maybe after the second. I can't remember. I think it might have been after the second storm. It was just nothing but mounds of snow.
Yeah.
People sitting on them, walking from the top. Yeah.
Right.
Rat maze.
We was able to get about 150 out We almost sold out the Oberon. So
which is great considering coming out in that weather.
Definitely, man.
Oberon's a great venue too. It's like nice, tight in that little corner there. Tell us about the show, man. Like, what's in store?
The person that put the show on, his name Tawanda Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
He's also going to be hosting the show. I don't know what he has up his sleeve this year. Last year he actually had a burlesque dancer come out.
You didn't know about it?
Well, he told me like last minute. I was like, oh snap!
Oh, by the way, some chick's gonna come out.
I know
and
you're
take
here to do comedy, but we're gonna have some titties in your face. Like, whoa!
Exactly.
You know what's really funny when you don't know there's a naked woman behind you? Yeah.
Right. She was mad cool too, man. Miss Nice. Shout out to you, Jenny Nightshade.
I know Jenny Nightshade.
No, Jenny Nightshade. Yeah.
Yeah.
She came out and did a little joint. I was like, damn, this is crazy. The audience was freaked out. I was like, what in the world is going on? I was like, yo, this dude got strippers out here.
We coming to this again, son.
Right.
I would have brought my friends. They were stuck in the snow. Yeah.
Wait, now, you didn't mention those kind of surprises. You gotta.
Yeah. So you can expect to see maybe something in that fashion this time around.
Yeah, you don't know
what I
yet.
mean?
So did that make you nervous that he's going to surprise you with something?
Nah. Long
Just
as
roll with it. Yeah.
long as he doesn't surprise me with, hey, I don't have your check. I'm Gucci. You know what I mean? Good.
The show is on January 27th. That's Wednesday.
Yep.
That's Blacknificent.
That's Blacknificent 3. Yep.
Okay, you've got another show on Thursday. Is that part of the same series?
No, it's not. This is called the Roast Battle. And this is just somewhat new.
It's like a thing me and James have, every few weeks. I go to his place.
And
I like just start throwing roasts at him. It's like, yo,
I mean,
his wife hates it, but yo, tastiest. Wait, I feel like I'm not in the ballpark here. I'm getting funny looks.
Man,
right, wasting food and stuff.
That's what it means to be an American.
It's basically, you know how like roast is like this big thing now, like Charlie Sheen,
comedy
Bieber.
roast.
Now they doing it like where it's almost like combining the elements of battle rap and roasting.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like two comics going at it. Roasting
So
each
do you?
other.
I mean, I've
You
seen
going
some of
back and
these.
forth.
Yeah,
So,
like they get can they get kind of heated too? Because I know like you're watching like some of these battle raps and stuff like that. Because sometimes you really touch on some sensitive stuff, and someone's like, "I'm just gonna hit you now." You know what I mean? You ever been part of that? Or?
Nah, because generally comics aren't thugs.
Yeah, but is there,
you know what
is
I'm
there
saying?
anything off limits though for you to when you're in one of these?
I mean, for me personally, there's certain things I wouldn't touch. Like if it strikes a chord with me, I won't talk about it.
Yep.
But I mean, that's all relative, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It all depends on the person.
Yeah.
I saw someone bring up someone's deceased mother. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it can get ugly.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
but
yeah.
You almost ride your mamas around like Weekend at Bernie's.
right. It's this dope thing. It's this guy named Rel Battle from L.A.
That's his name.
Yes, his name Rel Battle. I believe it's Battle. I'm not sure. I don't know. Like.
It's like Sanchez.
Well, I don't know. Black comics has like wrestlers with their names. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Black comics,
Earthquake.
rappers, and wrestlers.
One of the
It's
greatest with like the most random name.
Exactly.
How do you
Unless
Google
they're a
this,
boxer,
Google
they're
this
all
word?
sugar.
Yeah.
but it started out there, and he started the show in New York, one in Atlanta, one in Toronto. It's catching steam. He's pitching it to Comedy Central right now, and I'm just doing the Boston version of it. Actually, Jason Reitman directed a documentary on the roast battle, and it just aired 2 nights ago at Sundance. Sundance is in Utah right now.
Oh yeah, it's going on right now.
So
yeah.
my homie Real Battle's out there now. He saw the screening last night. Catching
Good.
the
I mean,
wave.
it started. I remember the roast way back when they do like Hugh Hefner and Jeff Ross was always the king of that.
Yeah.
Greg Giraldo before he passed away and stuff was always great. And that's part of Jeff Ross. That's all he does now. He was normally a comic, but now he just does these giant roasts.
Well, these cats become specialists, man. Maybe it's just one.
That's
thing
it. He found his niche for sure. Yeah.
He's bigger at that.
Yeah,
he's bigger at that.
Yeah, he's definitely better at
so.
that.
I've also seen his comedy on stage. He found his strength.
Right, exactly.
Well, that was the Charlie Sheen thing too, because remember Charlie Sheen came out and he was doing like his concerts thing, and all it became after that is he actually hired Jeff Ross to do comedy for him. So Charlie Sheen would sit in a chair and Jeff Ross would just roast him in front of people, and that was the whole Charlie Sheen show.
It was kind of a smart move.
It was stupid, but it was like that was the only thing he had. He didn't run out of material.
He was just capitalizing off of the whole Tiger Blood.
Yeah, it's exactly what it was.
Yeah,
Then he
for
realized
real.
like I don't really have much talent for this. Let me get somebody else who knows what he's doing.
Well, that's what happens when you stop doing PCP.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so
slows you down.
this-
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so this is gonna be all Boston comedians then.
It's going to be mostly people from Massachusetts, and that's Thursday at the Davis Square Theater in Somerville at I believe 8:15 is the start time.
Cool.
So these are two different things, and they're also back to back. How do you prep for something like this?
Well, PCP helps. Nah, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But nah, Wednesday is pretty easy because it's just stand up, you know.
Yeah.
So like,
You got your stuff down. Yeah.
I do this 3 to 5 times a week, like, at least. So I'm always practicing, and I'm ready for that. Like you said, I have it down.
Yeah.
And there's boobies in your face.
You ain't gonna practice for that, yeah.
Nah, that's a distraction, man. Thursday, it's the roast battle. Oh, that's my first time hosting a roast battle, so that's a little bit different. You know what I mean? So I gotta do some research.
Yeah.
You know, just gotta go on YouTube and keep working.
Find all these stuff, yeah. So.
Because the treadmill is never off. I get
the
on the
monitor never
treadmill
gets turned up.
and then I overexert myself, you know?
I'm ashamed of myself for causing that, and then bring it.
Oh, man.
Why don't they love me, man?
Why don't they love me, man? Oh,
Shame on all of you. All right, you for instigating that. You for encouraging him.
Listen, the one when he cried for Carlton, that one bothers
the one with the gun,
me.
you're right. I was going to say
No, not the gun, not the gun.
speed.
Not the gun.
The gun went to
We
his
found the speed in the locker.
The
He
speed in the
had
locker.
Carlton busting the dope moves.
Yeah.
Carlton was busting the dope moves,
He was
bro.
doing up with his shirt off. Oh! Then he just passes out. Oh, yeah.
You know, Carlton. Look, all I know is someone close to me almost died.
Man. It was in my locker.
I'm sorry.
I bet Hillary comes in too. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, never
I want to thank you all for joining us for the First Prince Classic Comedy Hour. Dude.
Yo, Pat, you looking tight over here. We all stop, man. Pat looks tight, man. Like, I gotta
have fun.
He hates this show.
You eat a Newton. All right, now let's talk about some more Doctor Who. I remember back when.
Hold up. See,
all right,
See, I wasn't invested. I'm not invested in Doctor Who. That's the thing. Because I'll be here. I'll admit this to you guys.
Yeah.
I watched all 7 seasons of True Blood. Now that got goofy.
Yeah.
That got goofy from about season 4 on. It was just like, what is this trash?
Yeah.
But I was invested at the time.
Right, and you don't
Ain't no
stop.
turning back.
Right.
Dude, give us the lowdown on these shows, man. Where cats can check them out.
Please go on my website, ShaunBedgood.com. I have my schedule there and a whole bunch of other stuff. I shot a couple of commercials in the last month, and those are on there now. Some of my I act as well. So I got some of my other things on there that I've done, some past projects, you know. But as far as show updates, ShaunBedgood.com, or friend me on Facebook, or look up my fan page on Facebook. And
You
I'm
okay
always
with that?
doing it, man. Yeah.
Okay, because you're going to have like tons of people coming up. Yeah, so why you hating on Will Wheaton? That wasn't me.
Yeah.
No. Will Wheaton's cool, man. I mean, that was his best piece of work. He caught the Alonzo, man. He got hit up with it. He decorated him with bullets. Huh? You can't breathe now, huh? It's not what you know. What you can prove. Nah, I like Will Wheaton, man. You know what I mean? It's just he caught that machine gun funk, man.
What the hell with Will Wheaton? I'm done with him, dude.
Oh man,
Fake tan on Star Trek. Will Wheaton.
I'm gonna mess around and like run into him at like Comic-Con 2017, and he gonna be like, you know what? I heard an old episode of your show.
I thought I did great work after that. Yeah.
I'll tell him, shut up, Wesley, and run. Okay, so they can go to the website, get the information. You're okay with like random cats friending you?
Nah, please, man. I mean, if you got some fans out there that are listening, you know, yeah, definitely. Yeah, add me, man.
Cool,
you know?
cool.
Or that are interested, I should say. Some fans that are interested, yeah, definitely add me.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. And all the information on these upcoming shows on the January 27th?
Yep. Yeah, that'll be on Facebook is probably the best because then I can get like invites with the ticket links and all that other stuff.
Okay.
All right.
I don't quite have that on my website because I'm lazy.
Well, okay.
Facebook is easier.
Facebook is a lot easier.
But yeah, Wednesday the 27th, it's Oberon Theater, Blacknificent 3. And the 28th is the second edition of Roast Battle at Davis Square Theater in Somerville.
Cool.
So,
all right. Shaun
Both great
Bedgood,
venues,
thank
too,
you
yeah.
very much. Check them out, ShaunBedgood.com. And I'm assuming there's links to the Facebook on the website.
Yeah, I got some squares and stuff you can click on. Make sure y'all spell Shaun right. SHAUN. It's not the Irish way. All right, not SEAN. That's not seen.
I'd be some
Seed.
dude who
Scene
sells
beat.
bargain basement furniture.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right,
No, some dude who flips houses with bargain
Yeah.
basement furniture.
Kid, I'm from Phil's Corner.
Hey,
Sell a 2-story at Phil's Corner, dude.
Fitzy, what are you doing, Steve?
Field's corner.
Fitzy, what are you doing? Save those cabinets.
Kid, you're not tough.
Oh, jeez, dude.
Guy, you're not tough, guy.
Acting like a Todd. Get out of here.
You're my brother. My father.
All right. We're nearing the end of our time here. We're going to
Boston
close
Toad.
out. We are going to close out with the in-depth report on this past weekend's Royal Rumble.
All right, it ain't gonna be as in depth, but Royal Rumble was pretty good. I was really impressed when Royal Rumble took place at the Amway Center. I ain't know Amway was stacking money like that to have a center, but the Amway Center at
Probably not
at
for much
Orlando.
longer, yeah.
for real. So it was an interesting Royal Rumble. One of my biggest pet peeves y'all heard a couple weeks back that I can't stand a WWE event that all the titles aren't on the line. So this one actually had all the titles on the line, and it was pretty good. It was a pretty good event. I mean,
Heavyweight Championship, Intercontinental Championship, Women's Championship.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Keep going.
That's all the ones I can remember on top
Tap
of my head.
Tap out, homie, tap out.
Tag Team Championship.
Grab a rope, quick. Yeah, I don't know.
And the U.S. Championship.
Wait, how you gonna hate on me because I missed one?
Hey, man, it was a good match.
And you offered up the
All right, so I'm only going to let y'all know about a couple of matches. I'm not going to tell you the whole card. You need to go watch it. It was pretty good, actually. Highlight. Y'all know I'm on these dudes. These dudes are great. The New Day with Boss's old Kofi Kingston had a great match with the Usos. It was pretty interesting considering the fact this whole thing took place in Florida, around the area where the Usos are from, and they straight booed them jokers. So it was really interesting to see that the crowd booed them and cheered for the New Day. Like, it was just amazing. I mean, these New Day dudes, props to these jokers. I mean, they're hilarious. I mean, they had the crowd cheering for them, and it was a great tag team match.
I'm a great Kofi Kingston guy. I like
he's been doing pretty good. He's been doing really good, and the way the match ended, great finish. Definitely check that out. One thing that definitely frustrated me, though, is the women's championship match was very frustrating. When Charlotte went up against Becky Lynch, who is every fan of Steampunk's dream. Beautiful sister. It's unfortunate with her is the fact that she's getting this push, but they're not giving her the belt. So it's very frustrating. However, at the end of the match, Boston's own Sasha Banks came through, declared, "Yo, I'm ready. Give me this belt, which she deserves," and she a dime. So it's just awesome to say that. So I'm gonna give you the result of the Royal Rumble, whether you like it or not. You're gonna get the result of the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble. Man, Roman Reigns' belt was on the line, so you know he lasted all the way up towards the end. The second to last person eliminated. And apparently this was on the blog sphere for a while that this may happen. I didn't realize it was. I've been out of the loop a little bit. Triple H came in and won the belt.
Oh, that's okay.
Triple H came in?
Triple H came in at number 30.
He took the suit off and came in,
Had his wrestling tights on, came in, won the belt.
Okay, here's a question about that. Oh, what's up?
No.
Go ahead, say what you going to say, fam.
Nah, it just sounds corny, man.
I ain't going front. I was bad at first, but one of the things that I give them they do for, it was like, you know what? Didn't see that coming. As bad as I am, I'm kind of like, why you gotta get the belt, son? Like you got this whole roster full of guys who are able to carry the company on their back, but you feel like you gotta come out of retirement for it and you gotta hold it. But at the same time, like, it added shock value. I gotta give him that. It did add shock value because I didn't see this coming at all. Like, he was good. I figured he may interfere, that he might, send his goons down there. But for him to come out of retirement to go get that belt,
yeah. And how many times you've watched a pay-per-view in the past where you're like, I saw that coming a mile away?
Exactly.
Every tag team match, we're both gonna be down. Every time it's, I got my stable that I left behind to face this one guy in a grudge match. Now they all coming out.
So go ahead.
When did Roman Reigns actually enter the ring? He wasn't
like
first
one.
Okay,
it's his belt's on the line. So first, his belt's on the line. It was the first Royal Rumble, his belt's on the line.
Yeah.
Surprise appearance. There's been rumors around the internet about this wrestler finally coming through. Surprise, he did. AJ Styles.
Really?
TNA Ring of Honor legend AJ Styles made his debut at the Royal Rumble. Did very good. The arena popped, went nuts. Your girl Emily went on Facebook and was just like, AJ Styles, oh my God. At first of all, I didn't know that sister watched pro wrestler. Props to her.
No, Emily's awesome.
I had no idea.
Talking about former Geek Down correspondent Emily Hecht, now doing big things in Boston. Check her out.
So, I mean, AJ Styles made his debut, and the crowd, like, it was interesting. You saw the crowd, you see the ring, the wrestlers in the ring kind of space out a little bit when he came out. Actually, when Kevin Owens came out, because they had this big feud in Ring of Honor. So when Kevin Owens hit the ring, you could see kind of the wrestlers fade out a little bit so they can have their moment in the middle of the ring to start scrapping with each other. To see, like, this Ring of Honor feud take place at a WWE ring. And the fact that Owens grabbed it and said, "Welcome to the WWE," just started bashing him and everything. It was like, that's what I'm talking about. It was just a great moment. That and my
because of bad ignorance. That's why.
it was bad ignorance. That and my man R-Truth. I kind of want to spoil it, but I'm not. R-Truth made an amazing appearance in the Royal Rumble. I'm just glad they gave the brothers some shine because R-Truth. I've been kind of concerned about the brother. The black wrestlers. Ain't that many running around, so I was really concerned about his career. But
this was the ladder thing, though.
You gonna tell it?
I'm not telling. That was a legit question, brother. I don't know how many.
That's what it was.
Okay,
you don't drop kind of a spoiler, but
what spoiler?
that was it. That was it.
I'll stay silent for the last 3 minutes of the show. Continue, please, Grandmaster JM.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to give the people a little something to look out for as opposed to tell them everything. I know folks be getting all mad because I drop all the spoilers. Get the WWE Network if you ain't got it. All right, go get it. $9.99, just get it. It's well worth it. All right, nice plug for them. But it's a good deal. It's a great pay-per-view. I complained over and over again that all the titles weren't on the line. They were this go around. I complained that it becomes predictable, and it wasn't. Despite the fact that it does seem like a cop-out, I agree with you, my man, that it does seem like a cop-out that Triple H got it, but at least it was something that was different. And I can honestly say I didn't see it coming. I know some people might have been like, oh, go figure, he's probably going to get it, but it wasn't something I seen coming. It didn't taint Ric Flair because it's only time number 14, I think, and Flair got 16.
Ric Flair can walk still, too.
So Ric Flair still walk for real.
He's kind of rolling down the.
He was looking rough last night.
Oh, man.
But that's it. In the end, watch it. It was a great pay-per-view. I know time's limited. That's all I got. If you need anything, hit me up. Go to the Geek Down website. You can hit my contact information. You got any complaints or whatever to talk about my review. It was a good event.
People like you, man. What's wrong with you?
Just saying. Man, them fanboys be getting mad, son. They be getting all types of salty.
Man, you talking about wrestling, all you gotta do is challenge them to a championship match, brother. All right. Well, I want to thank you for that report, man.
No doubt.
Giving us the inside stuff, even though you kind of spazzed when I said the word ladder.
It's kind of a spoiler.
Say it
bro.
again.
Yo,
Matt.
highlights
Say
are
it again.
It's like
LADDER, son. I'm not talking tables. I'm not talking chairs or kendo sticks. I'm talking ladders.
It's like Han Solo, lightsaber. And you're like, bruh.
Well, Han Solo was in the movie with lightsabers. What's wrong with All right, yo.
Son, death.
Seriously, yo. I want to thank comedian extraordinaire, consummate sci-fi fan, even more consummate sci-fi hater, Shaun Bedgood, for joining us on the Geek Down. Shaun, thank you very much, man.
For real.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. It was a lot of
glad
fun.
you came through, bro.
Please, definitely. Yeah, this was yeah.
Thank you.
You're coming back for our full when they release the next whatever series.
Man, we never gonna
Fresh
see this brother
Prince
again.
on
Be like,
DVD,
Shaun, you want to come on the
we'll
show? He gonna punch me in the chest like Jason McGrady. All right. Want to thank JM for bringing us Geek Down on sports, bro.
Of course. Thank you. Pleasure.
One of my favorite segments, as always. Yeah.
I want to thank DJ Mikey Mike.
You're welcome.
All right, my homeboy Black Adam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Next week we'll have some more reviews for you, some more movie reviews, some all sorts of stuff as always. Yeah. So
next week we got the gamut, yo. So stay tuned.
Yes, sir.
All right, and I want to remind you all, you've been listening to the Geek Down here on WEMF Radio. Catch us every Monday nights 9 p.m. Another rebroadcast like that there on WEMFradio.com. WEMF was also brought to you this evening by Out of the Blue Gallery. You can check them out right on Mass Ave. You have art there that's amazing. Local artists, support them. They have poetry readings, events like live on the site. So, dude, right here in Central Square, hit them up anytime. And, tell them the Geek Down sent you. Also, CSJ, awesome operation. CSJ Productions, check them out for your local venue operations. And be sure to hit us up if you have anything to say on any of the news you heard tonight, the interviews, get information on Shaun, get information on Josh, hate on JM. Hit us up at geekdownradio@gmail.com or just go to geek-down.com and check us out. Until then, we'll see you all right here. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, be excellent to each other. Peace.
Later.